I'm Bronwen Roberts-Thomson, and I paint at Table Cape in Tasmania. I think that Wynyard and the northwest coast is a fantastic place to paint because you're not overly influenced by what's happening around you. So if you go to Hobart and see lots of exhibitions, you're naturally going to be influenced by what's there. And that's nice in a way, but if you want to develop your own style or maintain your own style and continue on, it's good to actually have that isolation to actually be free to do what you want to do. At the moment, I'm concentrating on acrylic paints. In the past, I have painted with watercolour initially, and under the tutelage of Margaret Brown at that time, because she's such a good watercolourist. And then since then I have done quite a bit with gouache, and then dabbled in a bit of oils, but I find that acrylic suits me well because it dries quickly and I can work. I painted as a child a lot, and then as a young adult I chose not to go to art school, but I've been able to come back to art once my children became adolescent, in the last 20 years I suppose. Balancing is tricky, as you can imagine, but one of the ways I do that is by painting with a group on a Thursday. But the Thursday is a day that gives me a quarantined day where everyone on the farm doesn't expect me to be anywhere near, which is very nice and just establishes pattern. Landscape is what's always been the first draw, and then responding to that has been what has really brought me to the studio often. But as the years go by, I've sort of changed from being very botanical in my approach to depicting flowers and plants to a lot freer approach. A lot of people say that my landscape is impressionistic, but there's a lot of abstract work now which we won't have to explain as expressionistic. So, it's changing and developing us. If I can't paint, I suspect my brain will be going berserkers. Maybe we'd be constantly imagining images that if you weren't allowed to actually put them down on paper or on canvas, it could be quite destructive, couldn't it? I definitely need some creative background in my life. I think it would be somewhat soulless and purposeless. Otherwise, I'm sure it's a way of expressing oneself, yes. Yeah. Whether it means anything to anybody else, it doesn't particularly matter. And often you'll find with a painting that you think is quite expressive of one thing, someone else will view it and find what they want to find in it, which is the lovely thing, because it means something to them. So my next exhibition will be in March, during the time that the patch is open. So people that come to look at flowers may also like to enjoy an exhibition. So we're going to call it Petal and Paint, and it'll mainly feature flowers and plants and garden scenes. I have two other fantastic artists that are going to exhibit with me, Lexi Hine, who's well known in the area, and Christine Lillis-Matthews. I'm going to open my studio on the 21st of March and the 22nd. We'll be open from 10 until 3 in the afternoon. I suspect it will be fellow artists who want to commune with each other and support each other. But there will be other people who come to perhaps me to enjoy the patch, who might wander in and think, what's going on here? So